I think a lot of the information you got this morning is so substantive that all I really want to talk about, where Robert Half would help you and I would assist you, is sitting down with you, talking about your business plan and seeing where we can fill in. As the speakers were saying, a lot of the licensing and registration is going to take some time. It's going to take some time for you to maybe do that kind of taxing, running around and making copies and making sure you are diligent about the background paperwork that you'll be needing, making sure that you have the appropriate copies, making sure that you've met the appropriate administrative measures. And to do that, what we can do is help you with personnel that can be doing some of the running around, some of the copying, some of the research and background for you, while you're able to continue growing your business, doing business planning, and doing some of the marketing that you need. A couple of things that I just wanted to touch on is understanding what you need help with. Both of the ladies who came up before me, Linda and Danielle, said when you come to them, and a lot of people come to them and don't know where they are in the process, understanding that is really doing the research, getting online, and knowing where you are in the registration, what will be required of you. You really need to take that upon yourself as a business owner and ask the appropriate questions. You know, you need to be ready to say, if I get this license and registration, how long will I have it for before I have to become compliant with all the paperwork? Things like that. Getting organized. I can't express enough about keeping your own copies. A lot of people feel like they'll hire someone to do that, they'll take on X, Y, and Z. As a business owner, you have to be really prepared to be in charge of all of your paperwork that needs to be done. You have to really know what needs to be done, where those copies are, and you know that you should love a flash drive. They're wonderful things to keep and keep you operating. Just knowledge, implement a system so the practice can be repeated by the next person you bring on, or however you expand your company. You know, all small business owners hopefully have some foresight on how they're going to grow and expand, and you know, who they can bring under their wing afterwards. What Robert Half does is we do have some professionals that maybe have been in your shoes, have gone forward with it, wherever you need, and we want to put you in place for you is a system of operation so that you can repeat the process and expand when you're ready to, and we'll help you implement that via, you know, if that's filing, if that's registration, if that's paperwork, so you can understand and bring someone on, say, on a temporary basis in the later dates that will help you with that. And then also have a backup plan. You know, as we said, registration for these businesses and licensing, it's not a perfect science. There's going to be some things that you'll be missing. There'll be a waiting period. There may be something with zoning, a hiccup here or there. So what is another avenue to go around that? And I think as a very savvy business owner, you'll be ready with a couple of alternatives if everything doesn't go as planned when you want it and when you're ready to move. Let's see. I think, oh, that's the end of my slides. Well, at this point, like I said, I'm going to keep it brief. Yeah, go ahead.
What kind of rates do you have for small businesses?
Well, we'd sit down with you.
Pro bono program?
For small businesses, not a pro bono, but what I want to do with you is work within your budget. And it's got to be something that makes sense for you. And so that can be anyone. My experience with smaller businesses was a family-owned construction company, and they were at a bidding process. I personally work with attorneys and paralegals, and we brought on a much more senior attorney who had been a partner doing real estate development, who came in and was able to advise and actually put together a legal team not only to cover the bidding, but to assist with bringing together some of the contracts and licensing that their clients needed. But to answer your question, it would be on a case-by-case basis, and we would work within your budget.